artists of, highest caliber artists. First of all, thank you, Devki ji, for starting it off so beautiful. Beautiful. And then Akal, Ishan, Ishla. क्या बात है? These young artists have done some mind-boggling practice. I just no clue how they do what they do. It's just I hate them. I hate them. So Shiva Mani ji is here, Ranjit Bhai is here. तौफिक भाई हैं, फजल भाई हैं, नितिन भाई हैं, कोला जी हैं, दिलशाद भाई हैं, मैं हूँ, उस्ताद लीलाधरी पंडित कुमार जी सरसहाय भी हैं. तो what can we? सतीश भाई तो हमारे सरपरस्त हैं सब. रानाडी हैं, and from America we have Ustad Allarakha Barsi, senior student David Traceoff is here. And Hironori Anindoji's student from Japan is here. So lots of foreign currency is represented. This place, it's amazing. And of course you all know my dear wife, Tony ji. She's sitting and Deva and Geetika and the whole family is here, and so amazing to get together and reminisce about, the influence that Apache has had on all of us, and the impact that his presence has had is incalculable. There's no way that we can measure in any cohesive and acceptable term what his contribution is, what his blessing has accomplished in this world for all of us to be able to share. So what I want to do is be able to ask maestros like Shiva Mani ji, Ranjit Bhai, what kind of influence they think Abaji had on their lives. And so we'll start with the youngest person on the stage. So Ranjit.
The first thing I felt about sitting here is how he's brought everyone together and how this feels like a family. It doesn't feel like, doesn't really just feel like separate people coming together. He was a unifying force. And I grew up in a classical family, and I used to remember that what set Apaji apart was that magnificence, with that to be smiling, never make you feel small, never make you feel unwanted. And I promise you, growing up, that I saw some great musicians that you want to leave the room after they play, because Apaji, you couldn't get enough of him, because he was inviting like that. And for me personally, it's totally life-changing. I had some sessions with him at home. I was too small, and I told this story when the first time we went to London. And he used to just, and he'd take me in the room and just recite. And I was very young. I wasn't really even playing drums. But the blessings he was giving me, I didn't know at that time, my life as it is now, I really had no choice. He had decided the path. That was it. This is where you're going. You don't know it yet, but I'm giving you some blessings and ammunition. Go, do your thing. And that's the impact he had on my life, life-changing completely. So.
Mata Pita Guru Devam. Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskara, Sasrikala, Assalamu Alaikum, praise the Lord. As Ranjit Bhai said, we are family. To know Abaji Guru Zakir Bhai, and I'm really blessed in this life. Traveling with Abbaji, and I'm seeing his riyaz, he's playing, and it's what Zakir Bhai said is practice. He's shown the way. Please, youngsters, practice. And I'm very happy to be here every time in my lifetime. Always my service and my for my big brother. Thank you. God bless everyone. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
उसका कुछ थोड़ा रॉयल्टी तो दो. हाँ?
गुरुजनों को सबको प्रणाम चैनल पर. आज यहाँ मंच पर बैठने का मौका मिला है. अप्पा जी के आशीर्वाद से मैं क्लासिकल में तो आ नहीं पाया, लेकिन उनके पास जो भी सीखा, मैं फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में जितने भी गाने बजते हैं उसको थोड़ा बहुत अप्पा जी का जो सीखा हुआ है वो कोशिश करता हूँ कि वहाँ पर भी यूज़ करने के लिए. और मैंने मतलब ये तो अप्पा जी का आशीर्वाद है कि थोड़ा बहुत गणित वगैरह जो है उनसे सीखने को मिला कुछ. तो जो ट्रेडिशनल जो फिल्मी म्यूज़िक चल रहा था, मैं थोड़ा कुछ लयकारी लाने की कोशिश की है मैंने. और आप लोगों ने वो फिल्म को सुना होगा. और ये सिर्फ अप्पा जी के आशीर्वाद की वजह से हो सकता है. और अप्पा जी ऐसे गुरु, ऐसे मतलब हमारे लिए वो मतलब पर ब्रह्म, जिन्होंने हमने वो ब्रह्मा को देखा हुआ है, वो उनके पैर छुए हैं. वहाँ से सीख के हम लोग आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. जैसे लॉर्ड जीसस क्राइस्ट के डिसाइपल्स अलग अलग जगह पर जाके उनका नाम रोशन किया, उनका नाम मतलब पूरी दुनिया में. उसी तरह से अप्पा जी के भी डिसाइपल्स है. कोई फ्यूजन में है, कोई क्लासिकल में है, कोई फिल्म्स में है. और वो जो नेवर एंडिंग उनका जो दिया हुआ है जो ज्ञान, वो कभी भी ख़त्म नहीं होगा. और हमारे जितने भी भाई लोग हैं, स्टूडेंट्स लोग, वो उनकी कला को, उनकी विद्या को आशीर्वाद के रूप में लेकर आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे. और दुनिया के एंड तक, क़यामत तक इनका म्यूज़िक हमेशा के लिए चलता रहेगा.
So, I guess the lesson to be learned here is that when you accept somebody to be your guide, your mentor, your teacher, and that person walks you to the next station that you need to arrive at, it is not a very microscopic, the end result I'm talking about, it's not very microscopic view. The end result is a panoramic view. So, as Nitin Bhai said, as Rajit Bhai said, his teaching created inside those who followed him and learned from him the scope to be able to sit at any creative table that they were allowed to be on and be relevant. Whether you were playing in films, whether you were playing jazz, or whether you were playing classical music, whether you were playing with a Kathak dancer or a sitar player or a vocalist or playing solos, the teaching was all encompassing. It was, in a way, so complete that it not only gave you the tools that you needed, but created inside of you the ability to be able to utilize those tools to the fullest. You know, whether, I mean, there's so many of you here, Shyam Bhai is here, Aditya Bhai is here, Prafulla Bhai is here, so many students who are sitting, some I see, some I don't, Babat and Amit and so on and so forth. They've all gone and established themselves as tabla players of a certain repute, tabla players who are called upon to do myriad of stuff, so many different things, and they are able to do that. They are able to fit in, and this could not have happened without the, what we say, neve, the grounding in a way which allowed the student to, like a banyan tree, prosper and multiply as an artist. So he accomplished that, I don't know how, in one lifetime, but he did. And all of us are here because of him. All of us have achieved whatever little we have because of him being our inspiration, our mentor, our guide. And I just hope, see, the thing about this is that the guide, now the guidance, the mentoring, it does not stop even if you're physically not here. And that energy, that, I don't know, the cooking pot that keeps bubbling constantly and will do into eternity for us all to be able to partake and taste as we grow older and pass the information on. And so this kind of continuous, you know, going into the library and taking a book to go and read, and bringing it back, or there's another book to read, and then another one to read, and another one to read. And so that doesn't stop, that knowledge acquiring, whether he is present or he is not. The fountain has been opened like circular breathing, circular knowledge. It will just keep coming. And that's why Abaji is who he is, and that's why people like him, legends like him, are spoken about over the centuries, and they will be. So, you know, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guru Namaha. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing in his memories, and we hope that we keep doing this. Maybe next year in a more bigger way. It's been 25 years since he decided to take a vacation. And so, Fazula, thank you very, very much.
So now we'll have a small recital by the students, and playing with them is Kaushiki. Please give her a big hand. A proud father is sitting right here, Ajay Joglekar. So Ajay ji is a little bit more nervous than she is. So चारी है चारा नहीं है मगर चारी है
अभी बच्चे लोग बजाएं, सबको आशीर्वाद दीजिए आप। और तौशिकी जोगलेकर को बहुत बहुत प्यार और आशीर्वाद। आप लोग स्पेशल गेस्ट श्रीधर राका साहब की विशेष फरमाइशी कॉम्पिटिशन। So as you can see, as mentioned before, the knowledge percolates, moves, and is passed on, and it is so heartening to see that source, that is Abbaji, is being shared and moved forward right here in this classroom by Fazal Bhai to all these people. And all of us do our best. Tawfiq Bhai does his bit, Aditya Bhai and Sham Bhai and Rahula Bhai and so many others do their bits. Shiva Maniji, Rajiv Bhai. I'm wondering if I should include Siddharth as Aditya Bhai. Okay, include. Because nowadays rhythm has taken gigantic step forward in everyone's presentation, whether it's vocal or the tal or instrument and so on and so forth. One other incredible musician to me, but is Ustad Allarakha Barsi. And it's so great to see him here too. Another line of Ustad Allarakha Barsi, Sultan Khan. His work is being carried on by him and his cousin Zakir. So we haven't even yet had enough of the Jai and the sun is already. Same with the Jai and Kaushiki. But this Kaushiki, not the. So thank you again to all of you, because I have to. Normally we would do this on February 3rd, but I have to receive the Samman from Kala Ashram, which is set up by Biju Maharaj ji. He passed away a year ago, and this is the first award in his memory, and for some reason they want to give it to me. I don't know how to dance. But they are giving it to me. मुझे नाचना नहीं आता, नाचाना आता है, वो ठीक है। लेकिन so I have to not only do that, then tomorrow night I have to fly back to Los Angeles to attend the Grammys. Don't blame me. I mean, this is, I think, the first time where so many Indian classical musicians have been nominated in the same year. You're talking about Ganesh Rajgopalan ji, Selva Ganesh Vinayakaram, Rakesh Chaurasia. They've all been nominated. Shankar Mahadevan and Zakir. There's so many nominations there. So it's interesting to see all these musicians nominated in the same year. I don't think this has happened before. So it's great to, and I wasn't planning to go, but there was some arm twisting done at home. So
daughters want to go.
I will go. And then before you know it, 2 days later I'll fly right back. So we'll be here because I have duty to do for Niladri ji.
Your husband's photo.
So again, thank you.
Bobby, you want to say a few words, maybe?
I want to say the mic. I can't add anything to what all you said and with your music and your words. Is this on?
She had many learning session along with the cooking session with my father.
It's not working.
You might not know this, but my wife is being a student of Ranjit Bhai's mother, the great diva Sitaraji for 40 odd years, and she also studied with Ustad Allarakha Barsi, and so there's some lineage there. And of course she studied with my father, and not just Tal, but also cooking.
My Guruji used to say that a guru is an ocean. A guru is a fountain. Babaji was a fountain tapped into the ocean. But I can't add anything to all the wonderful music that's been played today, spoken today, everybody's words, except that I was on the receiving end of so much love from Babaji. And I can say that he loved. He loved you, he loved his students, his family. He could cry at the drop of a hat. You couldn't see a sad film with him. He'd blubber. That's how he was. And he loved. I can't say anything else. You know, I went to study with him in New York City. He was on tour with Raviji. We were at the Gramercy Park Hotel. I was driving back and forth to my mother's, and all the time I did all the shopping, all the chopping, and every night he'd cook and we'd sit. Two of us were there, another student, and he never stopped. He never stopped. If you went to a film with him, the recitation was going on. You'd hear him. He'd be grumbling, but you knew the counting. Every night when he was in California with us, everybody would assemble. He would sit with us. He would go on and on and on. If we were at a party, people would gravitate to him. He would just keep reciting. One night he was sitting on the sofa and he just didn't stop for I don't know how long, hours maybe. And he put down his hands and he looked up and he said, "Please, how much can one man take?" So but it was all love with him. It was an amazing experience to know him, and be his daughter-in-law was a whole other thing. So sometime I'll tell you about that.